Hi, boys and girls. Just kidding. Greetings, kinfolks. Welcome back. And for those who are new, I welcome you too. So let's get right into this. So I'm back, and as you can see, the topic, what I'm going to talk about. I find it to be very important for the day and time that we're living in. It is very important as people, due to this situation that happened back in 2020, y'all call the pan. I'm just putting it that way because I just hear about the rules and regulations here on YouTube. I don't know them all fully. I don't have them all memorized. I got so much other stuff that I have to remember that I can't be remembering rules and laws and stuff on the internet. So that's why I have you guys to help me out. When I say you guys, I'm talking about those of you who are already situated on the internet, all right? And for those of you who watch the internet, okay? So, excuse my Southern accent if you don't like it. If you don't like my Southernness, you can go next door to the neighbors, because, you know, I don't have to deal with that. You don't have to either if you don't like it, all right? Okay, let's jump right into this again, okay? So, community. In the word community, you have unity. And there's two words, common unity. So, in the time that we are living in, due to the pan, it has caused separation amongst us. And we have to get back to, well, let me not get back to, because we can get back to how we had unity in the community, but we can upgrade that more modern time, because how things used to be with common unity in the community, you can't do what you did before. Now, some of them things apply, but not all of them. And we're going to talk about building and understanding certain things. Let me get a little bit comfortable here. You know, I got to get into my, crossing my legs and all of that. So, when we speak on building within our community, let's look at the times that we're living in. And as I stated, the pan has caused separation amongst us. And what we as human beings have to understand and overstand. Let's not be under no more. Tired of standing under that table, understanding. Okay? Tired of standing under the table. So let's understand, go in and evaluate, reflect, observe, pay attention to who we truly are within ourselves, and overstand, stand on top of that table. Not literally, but stand over the information and take some of that in and do some research. Use your gift of gab instead of gossiping. Utilize it to ask questions, to seek more understanding. Okay? And with this kind of communication, and just know, my older generation or my elder generation, it's okay to listen to the younger ones, because the time you lived in, I'm pretty sure you see, is not the times you're living in now from when you grew up. In order to live in harmony, we gotta get our boot off our shoulders. The A word. Take your behinds off your shoulders and stop thinking just because you've lived on this planet longer You know more because there are children being born coming in with more information already prepared and know what to do. Come on now. Can I get a hallelujah? Because it is true. Children are much more wiser. Children are more situated financially at a much younger age than when you became situated. And some of us are still not even situated. Okay. So let's stop the jealousy. It's now time to start working together because you don't know what we're up against. You don't know what the future is like. You don't know what is about to take place. You know, racism, I can't even say racism because racism, of course, some people might define it as hatred of another race and culture. But all that hate that's going out, I'm gonna tell you, it's like a movie. I sit back and watch things like a movie. And you're gonna regret one day for hating. You probably don't even know why you hate. Just because of dark, do you know dark? If anything, if you're gonna hate because of someone being darker than you, lighter than you, then you might as well hate the night and hate when the sun come out. Because night gives off darkness. And you also, during the day, when the sun is out, you might as well hate your shadow too. Because when you look down at your shadow, it's dark, isn't it? You might as well hate the crayon, black, brown, the yellow crayon, because ain't nobody here white. I know they call certain races of people white, but the whites of my eyes, that's white. If I was to see a white person walking around here, I think I'd be scared. So call it what it is. You're Caucasian. You're Asian. Negroid. I'm not calling you by your country and by the language you speak. Oh, she's Spanish. Isn't that the language they speak? So let's address the hate in the community. I came and moved into a diverse community because I love diversity. Because I know we all come from one. We all come in different shades of darkness. Because as the sun is peeping up, you see different colors as it gets brighter and brighter. Come on now. At the church. Oh, okay, this ain't a church. But yeah, come on now. Let's agree to disagree and disagree to agree. Because when times really fall down on you, the hater, you're going to want someone, and you're probably not going to care who help you. Because if you're the only hater in your community and you're in need of help, some of you say, just let you die. Make sure you put that in your will. Do not resuscitate. But for those haters who want to live, if there's no other haters around like you, you just want to be helped. So, how do we start building? How? I saw on the next door neighbor site where this one lady said she saw two young girls standing at a bus stop. Hooray, hurrah for her. Because a lot of times, you find, I'm from the South. I'm from ATA in the countryside because, I spent time in the country. And my grandparents raised me and they were from the country. Okay? So here in the South, If I catch your eye, even if I don't catch your eye and I'm walking up on you, I'm gonna wave at you. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna smile. Hey, nod my head. Yes, indeed. And a lot of these Northerners, they feel like that's not something we do. Y'all spend too much time up there in the cold. Because when it's cold outside, sometimes you have mask up and you don't see who's coming, and you're so used to not speaking. Down here in the sunny South, now the weather got an attitude. You know, she and he kind of bipolar. But that still don't stop our warm hearts from warming up to you. So what I'm saying is how to start building in your community. First, you start with communication. Well, how do we communicate with our neighbors when they're not coming outside? Well, you got this website, Next Door Neighbor. And for those who don't have websites for their community, for their zip code, maybe you need to get one. Make it become a pan. Let it spread like a virus in your community. What you want to spread like a virus, Anita? I'm saying a website for your community. Maybe y'all need to have a Next Door Neighbor website. I think that's the greatest idea. It's a good idea. Because there are a lot of people, especially as they get older, they be wanting that communication. They be wanting to be in touch and stay in touch. And, they don't want to be sitting in their house all alone with nothing to do, staring at the walls, staring at the internet. And they be wanting some communication too. They want some interaction. They used to interaction. Okay. Don't let the pan be a serious mental situation for you where it freezes up your heart. You like, how your mental gonna freeze up your heart? Because as a person thinking, so you feel it too. If you think about sad things, you start to feel sad. So communication. When you're out and about, like the lady on Next Door Neighbor encouraging the two young ladies standing at the bus stop to speak, get to know each other. I encourage you to do the same thing. Get to know people. Because sometimes the criminal in your neighborhood is a criminal because you don't know who they are. Someone could be up to something very suspicious. As soon as you speak, it kind of puts them on alert. That they're being watched. Like, okay, the person just spoke to me, so they probably noticing I got on all black. Pay attention to red flags. So I also want to get into helping you to understand. Okay, so I'm looking down at my notes for those who want to know, who's nosy. And it's okay sometimes to be nosy, because like I said, when you have suspicious people in the community, you gotta be nosy. Hey, how you doing? What you doing over there? Anyway, so another thing, understanding community centers and food banks. Okay, that is a good thing to have in the community. But with these community centers and food banks, there's a lot of rules, regulations, and peculations and petty stations. You heard that last word, petty stations. I know a lot of us take food to the food bank because we don't want people come knocking at our door asking for food. But for those people So there are some people in the communities who have a hard time getting access to food banks. They take you through a lot just to get something to eat. If a person is hungry, if a person is about to lose their home, they're taken through so much. I understand the questions. Come and see, I just got put out. Go talk to the leasing person. And I know y'all saying, Anita, okay, that's ridiculous. It's best, in this day and time, you gotta ask. I get it. I do get it. But a lot of times there are people who don't have phones because if they become homeless, that means they can't pay bills, including a phone bill, and don't have access to no phone. So we should come up and don't just look at me. Let's all come put our thinking caps on and bring our thinking caps together. Oh, where's my thinking cap at? It's probably in there in the room. But yeah, we need to bring our thinking caps together to think of other ways people can have access to help. I don't want to say food banks are things of the past. And I know you say a closed mouth don't get fed, meaning if you don't open your mouth and say something, you wait to the last minute. Well, then I'm gonna tell you, I need some help over here, all right? So look me up on Next Door Neighbor. I need some help. And you're like, what the heck you need help with? Just because I'm on here don't mean that I don't need no help. So I'm opening up my mouth. I need some help. Okay. So when you see this video, reach out. Reach out. I know I'm smiling and everything, but I do smile sometimes when I'm sad. And when I want to break down and cry, I go behind closed doors and do those things. So what I'm saying is, I just had an idea. I just had not a brain fart, but a brain spark. Maybe we should have events in neighborhoods, especially for those people who are moving. Have like little events, maybe every Saturday, certain time when it's warm, not early in the morning, where people are giving stuff away, even food. I know y'all have a lot of these flea markets. Why don't you have free markets for those who are in need? Because we're living in that day and time. A lot of y'all got. So give, charity, write it off. Your tax write-off. Okay? That's a little idea right there. My thinking cap is around there. My thinking cap kind of like threw me a little spark. So that's my idea thrown out to you right there. Another thing, understanding community watches. Some of y'all take it too far. Take it too far. That's why I say communication is the key. Get to know people in your community. And for those who have unexpected visitations, let your folks know what's going on. Keep people up to date with what's going on. You ain't got to tell people everything. You might want to tell people, hey, look, you see eyes white. I'm expecting a dark-skinned man to come by my house to drop some things off. Please don't shoot him. Please don't call the police on him. And that's sad that we got to do that. Because our older generation of people are still afraid of us darkies. Anything darker than me. And understand and overstand how media subliminally program your thinking to make you think. Like when I was younger, I used to think, all of Africa was poor. And now that we got internet and we're able to communicate with them over there, they got all the riches. Everything comes from there. Shea butter, diamonds, blood diamonds, gold, all the riches of this planet comes from there, from where the darkies are. You might want to be friendly with them. Because if they decide they don't want to allow you to export their goods, to import into your country, y'all gonna have to figure out what's more valuable. Y'all gonna have to figure out some more valuable things to wear. Y'all gonna end up stripping the trees and wearing them around your neck as necklaces and earrings. Okay, I know I went so far overboard. I need to stick to, but they're neighbors too. Neighboring continent. We're all on the same planet, floating out here in the universe. And for y'all who think there's no life on other planets, so selfish of you. Just because you don't know, you can't get to the other planet, don't assume there's no other life on other planets. Can't believe what everybody else said because they got a powerful telescope. Their telescope ain't that powerful that they can see life that close up on another planet. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all so gullible. Y'all believe everything you see, because everything you see is not really what you see. Haven't you heard that before? It was like, Anita, come on now, don't sound dumb. I'm serious. Because your eyes can play tricks on you too. So instead of just believe what you see at face value, you could probably see, so used to seeing your neighbors who are married together, then one day you see the man walking down the street holding some woman's hand, going into the house, and then coming out. You thinking, oh, your husband cheating. That could be his sister. And he's always held his sister's hand. You've never seen his sister come over. See how the eyes can play tricks? So that's why communication is very important. And times are getting hard for a lot of people. We need to bring calm and unity back into our communities. And this, as far as understanding neighborhood watches, this is, like I said, communication. If you know living in your neighborhood and you're helping each other out in the neighborhood, because even sometimes, even if they don't live in the neighborhood and you see a stranger coming in, especially if you're having a free market and you're giving away stuff for free and somebody done been told, you might see a stranger who don't live in the community. Get to know them. Don't just blow them off. Come on now. If you want to bring heaven to earth, this is your opportunity. This is an opportune time to do this. Get to know the stranger coming in. Then he's no longer, she's no longer, or they are no longer strangers. So then the question arises, well, how do we reduce crime, Anita? Communication. Communication. Anita, you act like we need to be standing on the corner of our houses, speaking to everybody that come by. Well, it's okay to do that if that's what you like to do. It's okay. You're gonna be the neighborhood watch person because you like to come out and stand on the corner of your house and wave at folks. While you're waving, ask them, hey, how you doing? What's your name? You live around here? Where you live at? It's time to bring some of that southern hospitality back. And let the warmth spread to the north, because they need it too, because they're getting cold up there to the point where they can't speak to each other in passing. And with this weather here in Atlanta being all bipolar, we need to heat it up some more with some warm, friendly communication and smiles. And hey, don't get pissed off if somebody don't smile back. It's just like I said, your eyes playing trick on you. They could be smiling like that. They probably can't move their forehead because they probably got some Botox. They probably can't move their mouth. Botox. I heard that stuff stiffen up things. Even if they're looking like this. Don't get offended. They probably smiling from the inside. Their whole face been Botox. But y'all know what I mean. I know, it's probably a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny, but think seriously, like, hey, spark some things. Like I said, what worked in the 1800s, in the early 1900s, is not working now. We gotta find different solutions and strategies to go about these. Yeah, I sparked a little bit of that from my thinking cap, but y'all got to come with some other stuff, because some of y'all probably saying, Anita, that ain't gonna work, Anita, that ain't gonna work, Anita. We got to figure something else out, Anita. Well, that's why I'm on here talking to y'all. Spread the word. Spread it for real. Spread the word. For those who have the gift of gab to gossip, gossip that. Oh, it's some young Black girl, and let it be known. Thank you for calling me a young girl. I'm not going to tell you my age, but thank you for calling me a young girl. But for those who already know my age, don't tell them. Don't tell nobody. It's not their business. Anita, you just said communicate. Okay. When I'm ready for them to know my age, I'll communicate. I don't feel like telling my age now. But anyway, as I always say, I'm not trying to make you think like me. I just want you to think. I just want y'all to think. And don't take it lightly, because, I feel good today and felt like laughing. And when I said I needed help, don't take it lightly. I need help. A closed mouth don't get fed. So I opened my mouth, and just because I said it with a smile, at least you can bring me some goods and services because I smiled. All right, so be so kind to share this video, if you like, with your friends, your foes, your family, and some strangers. Share it on all your social media platforms, because we need to get the word out. Spread the word. Gossip it. Also, if you like the content that I share, please use your mouse pointer to click subscribe. Hit like so I can be recommended for other people, so I can be found and viewed in their recommendation folders. Okay? Did I say like? Yeah, I did say like. I said share. I said subscribe. And if you want to know when I upload a video, there's a little bell like thing. It's like, what is that little bell thing for? That's the little thing. You hit that bell thing. So when I upload a video, it'll pop up in your notification thingy to let you know, oh, that Southern chickadee done uploaded a video. Okay. It's like, okay, she's so lame. Girl, you give her an L for that. No, don't. An L for love. All right. All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing y'all support. I hope I even made your day and communicated a community unity way. I like to rhyme a little bit, you know. I'm one of those poetic rappers. Anywho, I feel good, and I want y'all to feel good, you know. And I hope what I done drank this morning, which was a mocha, homemade, is contagious. And if you want some of my mocha, ask me for the recipe, because I don't know about inviting you in my house, you know. I know you say like, did you just say about being neighborly? Yeah, I'm gonna come out my door and be neighborly. Because some of y'all are fake being a friendly neighbor to get inside your house. So let's be neighborly outside my door. Okay? Until next time. Peace and blessings.